Shabbat Shalom, family. Okay, so I want to pose the question, should Israelite women debate? Um, there have been two discussions slash debates that have occurred within the past 2.5 months involving the Israelite community. And just about all of us were extremely disappointed with the first discussion that took place on Dr. Daff's show. The more recent one has mixed reviews. Some of our Israelite men believe that our Israelite women should not be a part of these discussions. And I'm going to give my 2 cents on that. And I actually think that this is a series that I want to do, not just on um, should Israelite women debate, but a myriad of topics that come up in our community, doing lives, welcoming people within our community to to join. I did drop a link to this live. Um, it's within the post. So if you care to give your take on this, feel free to click the link and I will let you join the live. I'm going to state my case. And if nobody joins, then that's the end of the live. If somebody joins, I do not want to go over an hour. A lot of times when I see lives and they're like 3.5 hours, believe it or not, some of them I do watch. I watch them when I get on the road. So I'm able to listen to half of it. And then when I'm on my way back home, I can listen to the other half. So I just want to, I don't want to draw this out. I just want to state my case, and whoever wants to join me is welcome. All right. Okay. I don't believe we should cast our pearls before swine. Okay, that's in scripture, Matthew chapter 7, verse 6. I stated in my reaction video that I uploaded last week that we don't have to prove anything to any other nation. That's a waste of our valuable time. And also, where in scripture are we instructed to do this? The Messiah instructed us to feed his sheep. That's John 21, verses 15 through 17, when he was talking to Simon. Do you love me? If you love him, we're supposed to feed his sheep. So then the next question is, well, who are his sheep? And according to scripture, not Christianity, but according to scripture, his sheep are his chosen people. It's Israel, the people who come from Jacob, who come from Israel. Christianity is based on a lot of conjecture. And yes, I believe I'm accurate with that, because how can you really state facts or state something when a chunk of the history has been removed? We know that the Greek history is not a part of the current King James version that Christians use today. I come from a Christian background. I was raised in a Christian household. So I can't be gaslit. I never knew about the Greek history. It's not in the King James version. So how can you really try to teach someone or talk about something when a crucial part. All of it is crucial, but you have this one part that they decided wasn't relevant. So when we talk about his sheep, if you read Psalm 100, verse 3, know ye that the Most High, he is Yah. It is he that hath made us and not we ourselves. We are his people and the sheep of his pasture. Another scripture, Psalm 23, verse 1. This is David speaking. The Most High is my shepherd. I shall not want. David was an Israelite, and his acknowledgement of the Most High as his shepherd would naturally make him a sheep. Ezekiel 34, I'm going to read verses 11 through 16. And just bear with me. Like I said, whoever wants to join, I'll let them join after I state my case. Right now, I'm going to read Ezekiel chapter 34, and I'm going to start at verse 11. For thus saith the Most High Yah, behold, I, even I, will both search my sheep and seek them out. As a shepherd seeketh out his flock in the day that he is among his sheep that are scattered, so will I seek out my sheep and will deliver them out of all places where they have been scattered in the cloudy and dark day. And I will bring them out from the people and gather them from the countries and will bring them to their own land and feed them upon the mountains of Israel by the rivers and in all the inhabited places of the country. I will feed them in a good pasture, and upon the high mountains of Israel shall their fold be. There shall they lie in a good fold, and in a fat pasture shall they feed upon the mountains of Israel. I will feed my flock, and I will cause them to lie down, saith the Most High Yah. I will seek that which was lost and bring again that which was driven away, and will bind up that which was broken, and will strengthen that which was sick. But I will destroy the fat and the strong. I will feed them with judgment. So that means somebody is eating good right now. That means somebody is fat, right? It's not African Americans. It's not the African diaspora that's living fat off the land. Somebody is living in a land that wasn't assigned to them. Somebody is living fat. And the Most High said that he's going to bring judgment. And so that is basically what the scriptures is all about. That sums it up right there in Ezekiel. We have a shepherd whose flock has gone astray. They are scattered amongst all nations. They are not living in their promised land. And the Most High want his chosen people back in their land where they are safe, where they are at peace, and they are living good. They're living in a fat pasture. That means they're living large. Also, there's judgment coming to those who are currently living fat and currently living in a land that the Most High did not assign them. So, in summary, I believe we are supposed to have healthy discussions with other lost sheep because they are lost, not people from other nations. Remember, these are people who have co-opted our heritage and made it their own. They actually made it into something else because eating pork and honoring the Sabbath on the first day of the week is not our heritage. In the Gospels and the latter books, when it speaks about Gentiles, just in case some of you lost sheep who are still under the brainwashing of other religions, when it speak about Gentiles, those Gentiles were actually Israelites. When you have been scattered into other nations, you take on their language, you take on the type of food they eat, you take on the type of gods they worship. We have Israelite people who were born and raised in China. They speak Mandarin. They eat Chinese food. They are possibly Buddhist or they believe in Confucianism. For all intents and purposes, they would be viewed as Gentiles because they have taken on the customs of the Gentiles. Lastly, I was listening to We Woke Now. That's Pastor Kelly's channel. And he used an app that analyzed the discussion that took place last week on Dr. Daff's channel. And so I don't know what app he used, but this app analyzes the discussion and then provides a verdict. I don't know which verdict he used because there's several apps like that. I know there's one, Argue Fight and AI Judge. Those are two known platforms. And the verdict was the Israelite women won that debate. And that was my conclusion. Before I even heard anyone else, I was very proud of the panel from last week. I know there are a lot of mixed reviews, and just to push back a little bit, I know, some in our community, they were disappointed with this panel. They were disappointed with this panel and they wanted them to get kind of rah-rah with the Christian woman. But if you have been around Shayla and her people long enough, if you've worked in certain spaces, they want you to get rah-rah because they want to prove the trope of the angry Black woman. And so that's why I said that the panel last week, that they conducted themselves perfectly because none of them got out of character. And I remember when I read some of the comments on Dr. Daff's video, so many of them were trying to gaslight in the comments section. They were saying that Shayla won the debate and actually said that the panel were so nasty. Where? Who? Who was nasty? None of them were nasty. None of them, not one. All of them conducted themselves very ladylike, very professionally. And yeah, she wanted to goad them into that angry Black woman trope. And she failed, just like she failed that debate. The Christian woman failed miserably. What Pastor Kelly, he said that app, Shayla, I think I'm saying her name correctly, she got mostly fives, and the Israelite women received mostly eights. So it wasn't even close. Okay. So that's my take. That is my take. Um, I don't see anyone who wants to join, but I may be back next weekend with another topic. I hope that you all enjoy the rest of your Sabbath.